But whatever way you represent, what all basically you are saying is, if I am sitting in one state, I want to move to another state, what excitations are to be given with respect to the inputs that are provided in the state I am in. That has to be represented in some graphical form. Like people wrote it in different ways. Somebody called it a mood diagram, somebody called some other diagram, some people call it a table. This can be represented also in a table form, saying that A to move to B, what is the input and what is the output. So you can also table also. So people have used all kinds of representation, but for a design of a digital machine, all that you need is this. And this is given, you will have to decide on what is the hardware that goes into making this system. Okay? This is the important diagram in the digital system design, very important design, because now there are so many hidden important issues in this. This will also give you about what is the delay times in all these operations. So when you put the machine together, are they synchronized or not synchronized, and so on. Issues also can be seen from this diagram, timing diagrams with respect to this, and make sure that the timings are proper. And most of the digital circuit design today, most of the time is spent in worrying about synchronization of timings. And this part is quite easy, but making sure that your layout of this system, make sure that all the variables are coming at the right time synchronization is what you need to really check. And you can imagine if the machine has some 1 million states, how big a problem that is to check whether the system is synchronized at every point or not. So obviously you can't do it with a chalk piece or a pencil. So now there are standard packages are available which will do this timing check, and this is what most of the people in the IT industry in India do in the design houses. The system is designed abroad and they send the system to India and this package, and they sit down and go on trying out whether how much was everything is synchronized, not synchronized, and so on. That is all a very time consuming job. So that's why I referred to back to India for. So because we have less cost in manpower, so they send it to India to do this. So most of the time people what they do in this is to check whether this design satisfies all the requirements on that. I can only do it for a small number like this, 3 or 4 states. I can't do it for large number of them on a piece of paper. So let me now take one example, or if it is so simple that you don't need example, then I will not even do the example. Want me to write down one example or not? I'll just do a part of that example. Let's say I have I take it from somebody's paper, A, B, C and D, 4 states. Fortunately, there are 4 states, I don't have to put irrelevant states. So it's 2 to the power of 2. So I must have this represents 0, 0, this may represent 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, some numbering. In the state diagram, what he wants is this is the state diagram. Now, I have not written the complete description of this, in the sense what input will move from here to here, and while moving from A to B, what output it has given. So I will have to specify that, and this is 1, 0, this is 0, 0, this is 0, 0, and this is 0, 0, and this is 1, 1, and this is 0, 1, this is 1, 0, and 1, 0. Now the complete description. So in this representation, this particular representation, the first one is the input x, only one input, and the second one is the output while this transition is taking place. So second one is the z, and the first one is the x. Okay, you may have multiple x's and multiple z's, but this problem has only one x and one z. So now I translate this into a table. If it is x and this is qn, q1n, that is the q2n, that the state of this machine, the q1n and q2n are the outputs of the two, we require two flip-flops to represent the state here. So these are the outputs of the two flip-flops at instant n. So if this fellow is sitting at, if the input is x, and if this fellow is sitting at 0, 0, if it is sitting at 0, 0, and if the input is x, 0, then what is the output from this diagram? 0, right? Same state, no change in state. So the output will be 0, 0. Output means new state. Same diagram writing as a truth table. Then you have a z. What z comes in from according to the description? Z will be 0. So output will be 0. Okay. Now, if it is sitting in 1, 0 state, no, the input is 1, and if it is sitting in 0, 0 state, what happens? If the input is 1, and if sitting in 0, 0 state, it will transit to base state B and gives out an output 0. Transit to state B means 0, 1, and gives an output again 0. Like this, you can fill up for each one of them by looking at these arrows and the notation on the arrows which represent the input and the output. So I'll quickly fill up this table: 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. 8. So this X input, present state and the new state, while going to new state, what output is being given. So once this table, this diagram is translated into this table here, now you make up your mind what kind of flip-flops you will choose for defining the states.